Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bring it out. It's Lacey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The toss sweep to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
And quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie. Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now adjusting. just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get him nice positive gain.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's got it on the right. It's a seam wide open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
That's reeled in. It's Lee. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Stribling. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. They just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. The sweet feet buy a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
They've done a nice job of marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap. It's Diggs. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Oklahoma State. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air. It's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot, the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Ott. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, 4th down. Number 87, on to kick it away. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, Oklahoma 0.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is how you form tackle. Put your head on him, bring your feet, get him to the ground. That's how you create those little birdies that fly over people's heads when they're running with the football, and you can see them getting woozy. What a great stick by the linebacker. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Haas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Going up top. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they tacked on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoffs.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offensive, defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. The last several years, really, we always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one, but this year that position's got to play well.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Simmons. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Taylor. That's a 20. He's got space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with a 2. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the quarterback goes Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses, up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Buying some time as he moves left. Got his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've got great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Now rolling to the left. The short hands. It's Sategna. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Quarterback adapted. Bought a little time, lets it go. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
To the air on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grab near the sticks. It's Sategna. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You can can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Past the first down marker and still running. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Under fire. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown. And then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Simmons. He's looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He was so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 21, Oklahoma 16.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not quite enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Grabbed behind the line. It's up. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock.
Going deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
He's back at the 27. Fourth down coming up.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.